The United Auto Workers telling its members to get ready for a potential strike with its contract 1 month away from expiring.
News 8's Kyle Mitchell joins us live from the newsroom with the impact a strike could have. Kyle.
Sue and Brian, even if you don't work for Detroit's big three automakers or their suppliers, you could still feel an impact. Auto industry experts say avoiding a strike is becoming less likely. The General Motors plant in Wyoming was last on strike in 2019, and uncertainty about a new potential strike remains, with UAW's 4-year contract set to expire next month.
There is going to be very significant disconnect between what the automakers are looking to get out of this contract negotiation and what the union has.
Mike Wall with S&P Global Mobility says there are more challenges to address, and the last strike had an impact.
It took about 400,000 units out of production in 2019. And that was a complete system-wide strike.
Everything they're looking for.
The new president of the UAW spoke recently on the union's YouTube page, showing the tensions increasing in negotiations.
Because that's where it belongs, the trash.
While in the past, the UAW has picked one of the Detroit three as a target, it's unclear if a strike might impact all three this time around.
They already have the highest cost hourly rates. This would certainly magnify that. And that's where the feeling is it's going to be a challenge to stay competitive.
During the course of this last contract, we've had a substantial amount of inflation.
Paul Isley, an associate dean and economics professor at GVSU, says the sides are fundamentally far apart.
There has been a lot of profits over the last few years. And the question is, how much of that profit should go to labor, and how much of that profit should be used to change the business model towards electrical vehicles?
A strike comparable to the scope of the GM strike in 2019 would cost the state about $1 billion in economic activity.
This will really start to put a crimp on the ability of the state of Michigan to spend money at the state level, because it will affect taxable income.
Wall says a strike would really be tough on part suppliers who are still trying to get back on their feet after the pandemic.
It's been tough to be a supplier these last 3 years, and this is the last thing they need on their docket.
And a longer strike would mean delays to cars on order, as the manufacturers are starting to make up for supply chain delays.
If you've got an open order and you've been thinking, well, I should get it yet this model year, I've got a lot of time to roll. Well, unfortunately, a strike could very well derail that.
The UAW contract with all three Detroit automakers will expire at the end of the day on September 14th. In the newsroom, Kyle Mitchell, News 8.